welcome to Stafford Springs, Connecticut, home of Jackaroot Stafford Motor Speedway for another round of Stafford's SK Modified Racing. I'm Krrickey alongside writer from the Journal-Enquirer, Matt Buckler, as we get set to bring you another 50-lap feature event. But before we do that, let's go back 1 week and take a look at the highlights from the SK Modifieds a week ago. The start of last week's 50-lap feature event saw Larry Ross in the Global Aviation car number 23, Frank Wainwright in a close-up toothpaste car number 44, with the 27-car field around to the green flag. And it was Frank Wainwright that got the jump on the outside. Took the race lead, going down into turn number 2. Larry Ross settled into second. Gary Pelletier and Ronnie Silk battled for third. Wainwright led the opening 7 laps until this bottom shot move by Jimmy Williams in the Dunkin' Donuts car number 00 put Williams out front, became the race's second different leader. Ronnie Silk in car number 83 followed Williams to the front and grabbed the second position. Williams led until this lap 23 restart, which saw Eddie Spires become the race's third different leader. Willie Hardy, the driver of car number 7 and 4-time feature winner in the 2001 season, became a factor for the first time in the evening, moving into the runner-up position. Spires and Hardy continued to run 1-2 until 2 laps to go, when they got together in turn number 4. Both fell victim to this incident and fell from race contention. Jimmy Williams took the advantage of Spires and Hardy's misfortune and took the lead for the second time in the event and never looked back as they raced down into turn number 1. Lloyd Agor grabbed the second spot from Chuck Doherty in car number 22, moving Doherty back to third. Donnie Traveling got way out of shape on the back straightaway and eventually finished in the 5th position. Crossing the line behind race winner Jimmy Williams was Lloyd Agor in second. Chuck Doherty came home in third. Ronnie Silk was 4th, and Traveling rounded out the top 5. It was Jimmy Williams' second win of the 2001 season. So a lot of action 1 week ago here at Stafford, and Matt Buckler, can we pick up right where we left off last week and have just as much action?
No question about it, and for one very good reason. Ted Christopher is back. He sat out last week because of a modified Tour Series commitment, but he's back. He's in second place now, 16 points out of the lead, and Ted only knows one way to race: aggressively for 50 laps.
But it was Eric Berndt that grabbed the point lead last week, and Christopher's absent. Can Eric Berndt continue to extend his point lead on Christopher tonight?
Some people might think that's an optical illusion at the front of the leaderboard, Eric Berndt, but I don't think so. He showed a lot of poise the last 2 weeks, salvaging the best possible finishes that he could extract. I think he's going to be in a point race for the long run.
One driver that has had the best possible finish that one can have, except for the race win, is Lloyd Agor. Top 3 every week, but can't get to CarQuest victory lane.
8 top 3 finishes. You don't have to win a race to win a championship. You just have to be consistent. And nobody's been more consistent this year than Lloyd Agor.
Also consistent this year, running in the top 5 every week, the driver of car number 78, Chuck Doherty. He might be the sleeper tonight.
Yeah, Doherty is one of those quiet guys. You don't notice him for the first 30 laps, and then all of a sudden he's among the top 5, ready to make something happen. I think a top 5 finish is a definite possibility tonight for Chuck Doherty.
Let's bring in one of the rookies, Donnie Traveling. He's 7th in points, the highest placed rookie right now at this point of the season, but he's very aggressive out there. Makes it sometimes fun to watch.
Yeah, he's created a lot of sparks, but he's a rookie. He's learning, but he's not intimidated out there, and he sure is plenty aggressive. You can enjoy keeping an eye on car number 19 tonight.
All those stories and more coming up as the Modifieds get set to run 50 laps. 29 cars set to get the green flag for this 50-lap feature event for the Modifieds, and here's the way they go to post.
Starting on the pole in car number 87, one of the contenders for Rookie of the Year honors, and the Alden Pelletier siding car, number 87 for Gary Pelletier.
Outside of the front row, car number 44 from Stamford, Connecticut, the close-up toothpaste Pontiac for Frank Wainwright.
Starting third in car number 85 from Beacon Falls, Connecticut, Eddie Spires.
Outside of that row, car number 27 from South Windsor, Connecticut, Roscoe Sandberg.
Another Rookie of the Year contender sits in the number 5 position in the Cody Shack Pudding car. It's Donnie Traveling.
6th starter, car number 83 from Norwalk, Connecticut, to Cottlin's Auto Body Chevrolet for Ronnie Silk.
Starting 7th in the field, driving car number 79 in the West Boylston Auto Parts machine, it is Kerry Malone.
8th starter, car number 3 from Port Jefferson, New York, for Jeff Malave.
Climbing out of the number 9 starting position in car number 96 from Canton, Connecticut, in the Kart Track Century, it's Kurt Brainerd.
10th starter, car number 7 from Wellington, Connecticut, that's Willie Hardy.
Our point leaders hanging out in the number 11 position in the North End Auto Parts car, it's Eric Burnt.
Car number 78 rolls off next from Springfield, Massachusetts, that's Chuck Doherty.
Last week's feature event winner will start 13th, the 00 car, Dunkin' Donuts sponsored machine for James Williams.
Mr. Consistency starts 14th in car number 22 from New Milford, Connecticut, that's Lloyd Agor.
In the Mystic Motorsports car, number 13, starting in the 15th position, Plainville, Connecticut's Ted Christopher.
Rolling off 16th, car number 30 for Johnny Lobo Jr. from Southampton, Massachusetts, in the Smith Cast Iron Boilers Pontiac.
Starting 17th in the AA2 Auto Rental Machine, car number 36, driven by Mike Moeller.
18th starter, car number 18 from Windsor, Connecticut, the Nation Auto USA Chevrolet for Jeff Burrell.
In the Brightside Incorporated Cavalier, car number 09 for Jay Miller.
Then it's car number 99 to start the outside of row number 10 from Revere, Massachusetts, Tony's Auto Body, providing the sponsorship for the Chevrolet, driven by Kirk Zervis.
Starting 21st in car number 57, it's Emil Downey II.
22nd starter, car number 16 from Wellington, Connecticut, the Davidson Company Pontiac for Wayne Bellafleur.
Then in an Napa Bolton Motors car from Plainville, Connecticut, car number 82 for Mike Christopher.
24th starter, in a new car for this 50-lap race in the 01, this is Bill Anderson.
Starting 25th in our field aboard car number 29, it is Darren Mendito.
26th starter, car number 9 from Ellington, Connecticut, the reliable welding and speed Pontiac for Brad Hightower.
One of the veterans of the field sits 27th, car number 23, the Global Aviation car for Larry Ross.
28th starter, making his first appearance back to the Speedway in the 2001 season, car number 20 tonight, driven by Todd Zegedy in a Tryon Construction Chevrolet.
And rounding out our field in car number 28, it is Mike Holdridge. He is from Madison, Connecticut, and that's our very talented field in tonight's SK Modified 50-lap feature.
Set to go green this time off turn 429. Cars looking to take the green flag. Tony Lucky set to wave them from the starter stand down to the front straightaway. Gary Pelletier and Frank Wainwright racing to turn 1.
Frank Wainwright has experience starting on the outside pole because that's where he started last week, and he gets a great start, Kyle.
Little contact off of turn number 2. Wainwright hangs on to it, taking that top spot. Pelletier will fall into second. Now they're side by side for third. Sandberg to the outside in car number 27, and Eddie Spires to the inside in the 85.
You saw a little shot administered by Pelletier to the back of Wainwright, and that actually slowed down Pelletier's momentum, enabled Wainwright to open up a little lead.
They're racing down the back straightaway. Spires to the inside. The 27 of Sandberg to the outside, running side by side for third. But caution for the first time in this event out. The 99 hard into the outside wall. That, of course, Kirk Zervis from Revere, Massachusetts, Tony's Auto Body Chevrolet, bringing out the caution here in the early stages of this feature event for the SK Modifieds. Getting set to go back to green, 9 laps into tonight's 50-lap feature event for the SK Modifieds, and it's Frank Wainwright to lead them around. Gary Pelletier, Roscoe Sandberg, Eddie Spires, and Ronnie Silk, the top 5. That's the way they run as the pace car pulls to the infield, and we're set for the restart to begin lap number 9.
Wainwright continues his trend of being like popped out of a champagne bottle on the restarts as he's grabbed the upper hand, and look at Sandberg scooted to second.
That whole inside lane got a good jump. The 83 comes up into third, but one car out of shape on the back straightaway as they all stack up. The 85 of Spires, the car that started it, he was in fourth.
You saw Spires on the right hand of your screen lose control, and that's the result of it. About a 7-car pileup on the backstretch on lap number 9.
Last week's winner looks to be involved. The 00 of Jimmy Williams, the 13 of Ted Christopher, the 36 of Mike Moeller. 3 cars there involved in the incident. Let's take a look at what happened just a moment ago to bring the second caution. It was a big one on the back straightaway.